Oh, hey, I didn't see that. I was actually just about to work out the midpoint of a line segment, so it's probably perfect timing if you're interested. The formula we're going to use to work out the midpoint of a line segment is m equals x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Your answer is actually going to be a set of coordinates, hence the comma there. So what is the midpoint of a line segment? It's actually the halfway point along a line segment, or the halfway point between two given points. On this example you can see here, the purple line I've got here, this coordinate is -2, -2, and the other point on the line segment is 2, 4. You can look at this line segment and kind of work out, alright, well here's the midpoint. It's quite easy to work that out. On this one, it's not so easy to work out exactly where that midpoint is. And that's where this formula comes in handy. And it also means that you don't need to draw a Cartesian plane with those points in it each and every time. I mean, with these numbers here, they're quite low. It's easy to draw. But imagine if you had some larger numbers. You don't have to draw that Cartesian plane, that line segment each time. So let's go ahead and look at our example. And again, the example I'm using here is from your textbooks, from page 43 and example 22. Okay, so I'm going to find the midpoint of a line segment joining these two coordinates, -3, -5, and 2, 8. So turn over the page. I've got that question written down already. Find the midpoint of a line segment joining -3, -5, and 2, 8. So again, I've already got the formula in. This formula is the same, and I'll talk about some common errors that come across when people use this equation. But it's pretty straightforward if you get the hang of it, and if you can, label the points correctly. Again, we know that this is one point. It's a set of coordinates. This is a second point. It's a set of coordinates. The x value in a set of coordinates is always that first number. So let's label this as x1. That means that this first value inside the second set of coordinates is x2. Okay? Now, this is the important part. Once you've labeled that x1, this y value in that set of coordinates needs to be y1. Okay? If this is x2, then this y value in that set of coordinates needs to be y2. Okay, and then it's literally just a matter of substituting these four values into this equation where they go. So m, now it's a capital M for midpoint. We know that the lowercase m was for gradient when we're dealing with linear equations. Anyway, what's my x1 value here? It's -3. So it's -3 plus, what's my x2 value? 2. Divided by 2. So we're working out an average of those 2 points. And then my y1 value, which is -5, plus y2, which is +8. Again, divided by 2 again. It's the average of the 2 y coordinates, or 2 y values, and the 2 x values to find a midpoint on that line. Pretty straightforward, yeah? Alright. Next step is to actually work out the top of the fraction, or the numerator here. So -3 plus 2. Again, guys, these are skills that you should already have. -3 plus 2 is -1 over 2. And -5 plus 8 is +3 over 2. Okay? Look, algebraically, we tend to leave our answers as fractions. I know some people like going to decimals, and that's fine too. But in the back of the book, if you're checking your answers, you'll see that the answers there are given as a fraction. So it's okay to just leave it like that. If we can divide those numbers by 2. For example, it was 4 over 2. Then yeah, your answer would be a whole number. Like in that first example, okay. My coordinates were -2, -2, 2, and 4. I'd actually get a whole answer, well, 0 for my x value and 1 for my y value. Okay, I won't go through that example because I'm sure you guys understand that example because it was explained to you so well. I'm going to let you now actually have a go at some of the questions from your textbook. Again, if you've got any problems, you can go back, watch this video, pause it at any point, use it as a blueprint. The common mistakes that are made here are that people use this value and this value here. Remember, we're taking the x values, -3 and 2, and finding the average of them, not the average of the 2 points in our coordinate. Okay, that's the biggest misconception or error that I notice. So just be aware of that. Easiest way to avoid that is to write your 2 sets of coordinates down first for each question. Label x1, y1, x2, y2, and then just substitute them into that formula and follow the process. All right, good luck. Thanks for watching.